Hello, today we are going to discuss an interesting topic COVID 19, the lockdown logics. Past 100 days, our countries underwent a process called lockdown. We are also hearing the term lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. So, what is lockdown? And we are going to see the scientific basis of the lockdown. So, aim of this presentation to understand the concept and the role of lockdown in control of pandemic like COVID-19. So this will throw light on whether the pandemic is, whether the lockdown is really necessary. What is the effectiveness of the lockdown in controlling the pandemic? So we are going to analyze on scientific basis. Every infectious virus has two intrinsic factors. One is called R0, another one is called CFR. R0 is nothing but R naught. We call it as R naught. CFR is case fatality ratio. So today we are going to discuss in detail about the R naught, and we are going to see what is the role of R naught in lockdown procedure. So what is R naught? It is nothing but basic production number. It helps in measuring or gauging the pandemic, and it is an indicator to know the intensity of the infectious disease. That means we have the calculation. This day, this much amount of cases are there. After 15 days, you are going to get this much amount of number. After such a day, we are going to get this much amount of number. This prediction, this calculations, measuring of the pandemic is based on R naught. So this definition is average number of susceptible people who will contract a contagious disease. Very simple explanation. If one person is infected in a community, how many persons he can infect in the community? So number of new cases produced by an existing case is called R naught. This illustration will be helpful to you. See, this is a population, susceptible population, all green color. This person is got the infection. Once he got the infection, he can spread the infection to others. So he can pass the infection to 6 people. So here the R naught is 6. And the R naught is determined by the following factors. One is infection and contact. That means transmissibility. For example, it plays a major role. Inhalation, many people can infected easily, but if mode of transmission injection, only few people. So it plays a role in the transmission, mode of transmission. Next is contact and time. Prolonged contact may cause disease. Some diseases, less contact will cause the disease. Next one is duration. Some disease has prolonged duration, prolonged incubation period. Some disease, less incubation period, and chronicity also will be there. So these are the three factors. R naught is TCD. It is called transmissibility, contact, and duration. These three plays a major role in determining the R naught. They are influencing factors. Next is this R naught value is applicable in a population with no one has had the disease before. That means there should not be any herd immunity, that all the people are susceptible for this infection. Number two, no one has been vaccinated. So there should not be any immunity, either herd immunity or any passive immunity or any active immunity. Number three, there is no way to control the spread of the disease. So the R naught value is applicable when the population has the following criteria: no herd immunity, no active or passive immunity, and the disease, there is no measure to control the spread, no proper treatment. Next is how to calculate the value, R naught value. For example, COVID-19, previously they say it was 2.4. Now some studies are saying it is 5.5 to 6.6. I will take the highest value, 6.6. This is spread, this is number. The first spread, the first person who will infect 6.6 people. When second person, these 6.6 people can infect each 6.6, it will go to 43.6. Like that, you may think, sir, only 43, he only 287. See after 10 spreads. If there is no containment, if there is no proper measures, after 10, you can see the value. You cannot imagine. 103 crores, 51 lakhs, 2,323. If measures are not taken, the 10th spread. So the spread will be vary from disease to disease. For example, it's called infectivity period. How long the person is contagious. For example, Dr. Surya contracted COVID. So 2 days before appearance of the symptoms, to 14 days to 21 days till the viral load is down, I may be a agent to cause the disease, symptomatic. Many times asymptomatic people, they can shed the virus, they become the potential source of infection. So this is R value calculation. This is one study says now 2.42, it becomes 6.6. In India, it is 1.8. Now they say it is coming down into 1.1 or 1.2. We just for a calculation, 1.8. First 1.8, second spread, they will cause 3 people, like that. Come to the 10th spread, it will be 642. But we cannot leave because the 642 another 1.8, it may come around 900 like that. So the take home message, R naught value is exponential. If there is no proper measures, it will give the predictive value for each incubation period. This person can transmit approximately or averagely he can infect so and so people. It gives you a value that is called R naught value. Hope you people understand what is R naught. Now interpretation. If the R naught value is more than 1, that means exponential. So there is outbreak, epidemic or pandemic started. So epidemic between continents, it is pandemic. If it is equal to 1, the disease is live, but it is stable. It is not spreading. One person can infect one more person, that's all. But in the previous category, one person can infect more than one person. When it is less than 1, it towards the end of pandemic, almost the pandemic is going to end, it will going to die, the disease is going to die. So I will tell in emoji, yes, it is danger, more than 1 is danger, epidemics. And you can contain, it's under control, is yellow. And end of pandemic, green color. So less than 1 is ideal. When Indian R naught value 1.8, when it become less than 1, we'll be happy. Next is, we need to choose this. And people are asking, many times the query comes, herd immunity, open the lockdown, people come, they'll get the disease, herd immunity will come, herd immunity will protect us. Yes, this R naught value give indication for herd immunity. For example, the formula for herd immunity is 1 minus 1 by R naught. For Indian, take, it is 1.8. So the herd immunity needed is 44% of the total population of India. When they infected with COVID-19, then only the herd immunity will be achieved. We are not talking about case fatality. If the 44% people affected, how many deaths are going to happen? We are not discussed. So that calculation says at present R naught value, 44% of the people should get the infection for the herd immunity. Suppose in the world study, some places it's 6.6. then 85% of the people should get infected, then only they can achieve desirable amount of herd immunity. So at least 40% of the Indian population should get the disease. When they got the disease, then only we can achieve the effective herd immunity. Next is logic behind the lockdown. We come to the topic. Why the lockdown is necessary? Because scientifically speaks, viruses are acellular. They are all obligate intracellular. That means they want some cell to survive. Without cell, they cannot survive. They will multiply only inside the cell. But bacteria is not like that. It's available in the food. It is available in the sewage, environment, soil, air, everywhere available. They can grow in inanimate media. But viruses, they need cell. So they cannot survive long time in a single host because of two reasons. One reason, if the host immune system is strong, it will kill the virus. It will destroy the virus. Or vice versa, if the virus is strong, it will kill the host. The person will die. After that, the virus cannot survive. So anyway, a period of 2 to 3 weeks, we know the result. Either the virus is surviving or the host is surviving. So the virus need to multiply. So it need a new host. For the new host, how it will reach the new host? The mode of transmission. By inhalation of the droplets or inoculation of the droplets through eyes, nose, mouth. Many modes are there. So prevention of transmission is the basic for the lockdown. How to prevent the transmission? Isolation of the infected host, common, and wearing the mask, hand washing, using sanitizers, all. But the great challenge is asymptomatic people. For example, if I am having COVID-19, asymptomatic, nobody knows. I also don't know. Who will go and test asymptomatic patient? If the symptomatic patient, well and good, either he come to the hospital or his relations make him to go to the hospital. But asymptomatic patient, there is no need to come to hospital. So if I go to my home, I never used to wear mask. People are wearing mask only in the public place, outside the house. Inside the house, 99%, as per my knowledge, Indian scenario, many people won't wear mask. But if I am a person asymptomatic having COVID, I am the potential source of passing the disease to my family members. So for that, the best thing is social distancing. Because asymptomatic people, we won't cough, we won't sneeze, we are not having that much droplets. So only when we are talking or small activities, the droplets may come. That also will settle down matter of 3 feet. So better in your house also, you can follow the social distancing for some period of time. Especially people working in medical field, healthcare workers fight against COVID-19, or police people, or revenue people, or many other people, sanitary people who are going outside. You may have the chance to contract the COVID-19. You may be a source of, I will not say carrier, you may be a source of COVID-19 to your family people. So in your family, even though you can maintain some social distance till the pandemic gets over. Lockdown, how it works? Restriction of movements, everybody knows. So restriction of movements, there is low is the transmission. If there is lower is the transmission, low is the cases. That's all, very simple logic. And another important thing, tracking and testing is easier. Suppose one particular area, one person is having the disease, you can contain the zone. The containment zone, you can test all the people, you can track everything. But if there is no lockdown, if the movements are not restricted, everybody will go everywhere. Very difficult to contain and track the source. Because morning he will be one city, evening he will go to another city. Very difficult, you cannot, very difficult. So that's the advantage, you can track and test. Next is, you can identify the communal spread, whether which stage it is there, whether it reached the community or not. And important, it will not cure the disease, but it can delay the impact. So the health system and other people have time to breathe, time to prepare to face the impact. So it will give the immediate impact. It become panic. Once we anticipate this may be the impact, you can have enough measures to face the impact or to reduce the intensity of the impact. That is the ultimate mode of lockdown. Next is different countries, they follow different methods, they learn different lessons. See here, early lockdown and forced quarantine, 100% strict, nobody should come out, seal the door, Chinese strategy. Next is trace, test and treat, Korean strategy. Less restrictive lockdown. Lockdown is there, but lot of restrictions will be released. Italy, Spain strategy. Next is contain, delay, research and mitigate. So make all the people open in the road, let them get the herd immunity, we can manage. It is UK. Complete border protection. No entry, no exit to the country. The African country strategy. So different modes are there to face the pandemic. I already told one size not fit for all. So one single strategy will not give 100% succeed. You can choose the strategy according to the environment and the country setup, population and the disease prevalence, everything. Lot of factors are there. So one strategy not fit to one place. In India, some places we need complete lockdown. Some places we need less restrictive lockdown. Some places we need trace, test and treat. Some places we need border protection. So it is perfect combination we need to use. Then only we can contain the pandemic. And some surprise effects also have in lockdown. We found to see quality time with family. Many people, they spend quality time with family. They know the value of family members and relations. It is not applicable to healthcare workers and police people and few other people. But usually many people, they learn the work from home. Next is pollution-free environment. Earth's ozone layer is healing. See that I got the picture in WhatsApp. Yeah, there is no air pollution, there is no noise pollution, no litters in the street. So Earth is healing by itself. It's a surprise effect. But lot of unwanted effect also, the lockdown economy, other thing that I don't want to discuss. But still, lot of unanswered questions are there in lockdown. Number one, how long can the lockdown be sustained? Days, months, years? We are not getting the correct answer. Will the transmission resume after revoking? So okay, 100 days lockdown, India 110 days, 120 days. If you revoke the lockdown, do you think the transmission will be reduced or it may be increased? We don't know. We are not having the correct answer. Is there any long-lasting immunity after the infection? Because we are having some studies disappointing. Antibodies are fading. If there is no long-lasting antibodies, there is no use of lockdown. Next is, if the immunity is strain-specific, herd immunity. If any other strain comes or little mutation comes, it may cause reinfection or there should be any cross protection. We don't know. So only the time and the virus and the research will answer these questions. So this is my video. Only I and you can break the chain. That's the ultimate motto of the lockdown. And please remember, special consideration needed for elderly people and comorbid people. Even though lockdown or release of the lockdown, my request, young people should take care of the elderly people and comorbid people. Don't allow them to come out unnecessarily. Make their movement less, and we should not be the spreader for them. Make social distance in the house for some period of time. So we need special consideration for elderly people, comorbid people. And what is the ultimate goal? There are three values are there. Our values: less than 1, more than 1, equal to 1. So now our country is more than 1, 1.8. We all will work together. We'll make it less than 1 and we will end the pandemic. The take home message is reduction of R naught is the need of the hour, and it is possible by prevention of transmission. If the transmission is prevented, automatically the R naught value will come down. We can get less number of cases. Number 3, to prevention, lockdown is an ideal method. It's proved one. But do not think lockdown system alone can control the pandemic. It cannot control the pandemic alone. It can reduce the impact. And very important thing, need of the hour is social responsibility and the behavioral change by the people. If these two things are happening, social responsibility and behavioral change, we will bet 100% we will win the battle against COVID-19. With these words, it's time to say thank you very much for the various. This is my email ID and subscribe me in Microsurya Online. Thank you. See you with one more video soon.